Hi everyone! Happy Lunar New Year, everyone. Hi everyone. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I would never miss a Sunday morning live stream unless I am busy. But hi everyone. Am I doing anything special today? No. I'm going to be spending the day alone. How are you? I'm okay. How are you? I just got out of the shower. That's probably why I look a little bad. My hair is also like very wet, but I'm hiding it because it's very wet. But yeah, I got up early, took a shower, and now we are here. Actually, I can't lie. I was lying on my floor for like 3 hours watching TikTok, but you guys don't need to know. Oh, hi everyone. Of course I'm doing a Sunday morning live stream. I would never miss a Sunday morning live stream. But yeah, also because I cannot do one probably for the next couple weekends because I'll be away, so I'll probably be doing more honestly live streams like on Instagram if I'm bored, but I don't even know. I'm gonna be so busy, I don't even know what's gonna happen next week, so I am here today to be here with all of you. Good morning. Also, I really need chapstick. This is like such an aerial thing, but like, oh my god, you guys, I need chapstick. I am in need of chapstick, but I'll save you guys the chapstick. Bestie, I was wondering, so there's never really K-pop concerts in my city, and I was wondering if you have any tips going to a K-pop concert in a different city. So I agree. I totally understand. When I lived, obviously, in my home state, there was really never anything in my city as well. They only ever really started doing K-pop events after I moved to Korea in my city, so I was like, oh, great. The only thing I can recommend is, you need to be able to prepare for everything because obviously travel, if you have to get a hotel, all of those things are going to be costly. So what I can recommend is that, like, obviously I feel like this is not the best advice to give, but the only advice I can give is prioritize. Because if you're gonna make a trip out of it, if you're gonna be going to a different city, which obviously includes travel costs, staying costs, but like just like getting food, getting the ticket to the concert, like everything that's involved, I would say personally you have to prioritize who you're going to see. So like for me personally, when I lived at home and I traveled for concerts, I only went to concerts for my olds because as much as I would have loved to go see everybody in the city that was the closest to me, like it does add up and it is very expensive. So I feel like that's the only advice I can give to you is one, don't go alone. Go with somebody. Go with somebody because obviously traveling with somebody is always better. And two, as much as it sucks to say, I would say prioritize because if you're going to be spending all of that money, like obviously it's so expensive. So I feel like that's the best advice I can give is you need to prioritize who you're going to see. Because yeah, I used to travel to New York City for events like for KCON and for concerts like for BTS, for Stray Kids, and it was freaking expensive. So yeah, that's like the best advice I can give. Obviously I did have the luxury of living in LA and obviously now I live in Korea, so it's like I don't really have to travel anymore for concerts. Although I traveled to Busan, which was crazy, but I feel like that is the best advice I can give is prioritization because honestly it does add up. And like even like the little costs that you don't think of like do come to play in a factor of all of this. And I know for me, whenever I traveled out of state to go to a concert, like I had to like really like think about it, you know what I mean, because it is really expensive. It's like it's much easier said than done just like packing up and like taking a flight somewhere or like driving somewhere, because you really have to think about all of the little costs as well. So I definitely say my only advice is to prioritize who you go see. And I'm sorry if that's not the advice you wanted, but that's the advice that I have. Because yeah, like when I went to New York for stuff, like oh my god, they were so it was so expensive. I only went to New York, I want to say like I saw Stray Kids twice in New York. I saw BTS once in New York. I went to KCON in New York. But I don't remember. I don't know what else I went to in New York. I went to New York only a few times. But every time I went, it was freaking expensive. Especially KCON. Oh my god, KCON was so expensive. Just like even parking my car in the parking garage of the hotel I was staying at. was way too expensive. It was almost the same exact price as the hotel room. So yeah, you have to think about like all of like the little costs. I will say is that like everything just adds up. Like gas price, gas is expensive. Food's expensive. And obviously if you're staying for like a night or 2 nights or 3 nights, oh, it's so expensive. That's all I can say. It's expensive. But I'm sorry. That's not the advice you wanted. Also, I'm so sorry, guys. Can we just deal with my wet hair? We're all just gonna have to, also, we're gonna have to deal with my dandruff as well. Guys, everyone gets dandruff. It's part of life. If you're dandruff free, that's nice. But yeah, guys, I am getting ready, counting down to obviously going home. Honestly, I was pretty like about going home, but now I'm kind of a little bit excited to go home, I think, because I think I'm just getting more excited to like see my family, see my stuff, like go home. I do not think I'm going to be excited on the day of travel, but I am excited. I also found out that I had no idea, but I'm having a night flight. I thought I was leaving in the morning, but I checked my itinerary like a couple days ago when I was with my friend, and I'm flying at night. So technically, I can react to TXT before I leave. I just can't, I don't have the time to edit it and upload it, but I will be able to like sit down and react to it before I leave for the airport, which I'm so excited for because I can actually like enjoy the comeback and not be in the air. I thought I was going to be in the air for TXT's comeback. Obviously that still means it's going to be a delay of when it's posted, obviously, because I'm going to have to wait till I get back to America. And so that's obviously like an upsetting thing, I guess, for y'all, but for me personally, like the fact that I get to like listen to the album like while I'm driving to the airport, and I get to like listen to the album on the plane, like I'm so thankful. So yeah, I was so honestly so happy when I saw my flight was not in the morning. So I'm really excited. What's the best concert experience you've ever had? Honestly, I have been to so many concerts that I don't really remember what the best experience I've had is. Like I really don't know. I couldn't remember. Like I really couldn't remember. I just joined what I missed. Nothing. I have been talking absolute nonsense. My best concert experience, I've been to so many, you guys, like between obviously living in LA, living in Korea, living back in Korea, and living even in when I lived in Massachusetts and I could drive to New York City. I've been to so many K-pop concerts, so many K-pop events, especially here. I've been to so many festivals. I've seen like literally almost every single person that I stan, except for I could probably name like 3 or 4 groups that I haven't seen that I stan, or that I like, that I enjoy. Like even the groups that I never thought I would see, I've seen. So yeah, I have been to so many things. I don't think I could give you like a favorite experience because honestly I've had so many. Like I've had so many favorite experiences. What's the cutest thing an idol has done for you or with you at a concert? So honestly, to be honest, I never really had good seats at concerts. I always tried obviously to get good seats, but like in America, I never really had. I would say for Astro's tour in 2019, I had a pretty good seat because it was standing, so I was pretty close to the front. And then I did have high touch with Astro, so like I did get to get like interactions with Astro, which was pretty cool. And I was obviously I love them, so that was really cool. I'm trying to think of other concerts. I've gotten like idols to wave at me here and there, like at different events, but again, I've never been like really close until the TXT fan meeting. So if you guys don't remember, TXT had their fan meeting last year for their anniversary, which was in March, and I did get to win the raffle, and Big Hit put me front row. And how it worked was like the stage was like a circle, and my row was like right here, and I was literally seated like almost basically in the very middle of the front row of like the little catwalk. And when the boys came to the catwalk to like say hi to the fans, Hyunin Kai looked directly at me and said hello in English to me and like waved at me. And I think that is probably like the #1 best thing like that has ever happened to me at a concert, I think. That I can think of in this moment. I think that's probably like the best one from last year for sure. I'd say Astro's concert was pretty memorable as well. In terms of interactions, I've gotten a lot of people to wave at me. The only person who has never interacted with me from TXT is Subin, which I think is hilarious. Because I've been to TXT like front, obviously I was front row, so I got to interact with some of the boys. Yeah, that's probably all I can think of. I can't think of anything else right now. At a concert? At a concert? I don't remember. I have no idea. I've gotten a lot of people to wave at me, like I said. Have you seen Shibiri with Chaunu? Yes, of course. I love Unu. What's my favorite song right now? Oh my god. Really hoping that it would come through. Probably OMG by New Jeans, or I've been listening to Time After Time from the SMCU album like every day, but probably OMG. I'm obsessed with it. Song of the year. Guys, I literally can't stop doing it. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Their songs are just way too gosh darn catchy for me. Like, I'm just in love with them. I love them all. They're so hardworking and talented, and their music slaps. So, I love Oh My God. I haven't been able to join your live and song. Hello. How are you, bestie? How are you? But yeah, I'm trying to think interaction-wise. What's the best? Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! You guys, I literally forgot about my The Boys interaction this year. So if you guys don't know, I went to the Gangnam Festival for the 10th anniversary of Gangnam Style. It was like the big festival in Gangnam in Korea, and I went with my job, and they gave us obviously barricade, barricade. And basically what happened was we were split into two sections of the barricade, and everybody that went with like my company went in the front section, but my friend and I went in the back section. And in the back section there was literally like 10 people in this section of the barricade, and this was a very, very full concert, so we were kind of like, what the hell? But because obviously we had the VIP passes, we could go in that section. And if you guys don't know, I have the Boys' light stick, like the little mini one, like the key holder, like the key ring, because I think the big light stick is so pretty, but it was just really expensive, and I wanted to get something to support the boys back when I saw them at a festival like months and months and months ago. And I was like waving my light stick like really, really like frantically, because obviously we were barricaded, so they came right down to the stage and like they all saw us. And a lot of the members like obviously interacted with us because we were barricaded and we were the only two fans there. But Hyunjae, who is my bias in the boys, came over and like went like this and said like 고마워요. So he said thank you to me. Like he literally said thank you like for supporting him. Obviously because I was like literally going like this, like with my little light stick, like screaming. And I think that was like one of like the most like kind of crazy interactions I've ever had, because it's like my bias literally thanked me for supporting him. And obviously like it was just so crazy that like out of all of the members to come over to us, like to see me standing there with my little light stick, and it's like pouring rain, like we literally got drenched down to our underwear and our socks, like it was wet rain. And he came over to thank me for being there and for supporting them, like, and it was my bias. Yeah, it was absolutely insane. And yeah, I cried a lot that day. I think that was probably like the, other than the Kai interaction, that's probably one of the best. Honestly, actually, I'm gonna say that's probably the best interaction I got this year. I completely forgot about that because yeah, it was like a magical experience. Like he said it to me, like he looked directly at me and said it to me. And even my friend and I like did not believe it happened. Like even the next day we were like, what the hell was yesterday? So that was probably, again, the best interaction I had this year was that one, just because it meant so much to me, I think. So K-drama recommendations. My favorite K-drama is Extraordinary You. I like Crash Landing on You as well, but Extraordinary You is my favorite K-drama. I've only seen probably like, I could probably count the amount of, actually I probably couldn't count them. I've seen only a few K-dramas, but Extraordinary is my favorite K-drama. It's like the one that I go back and I rewatch from time to time because I'm lonely and sad and it makes me cry. So Extraordinary is my favorite K-drama. In terms of just like the plot, I really love, I honestly, I really love, I feel like this is something you guys don't know, I really love fantasy, and I really love like more like sci-fi stuff. So Extraordinary is my favorite K-drama. But there's also like, there's like so many K-dramas I've seen because of idols that I really like, so. I'm good, how are you? I'm good. I really want to send IT17 and the boys, but it's hard to me. Do it. My advice is just do it because I send all of them and I love them so much. do it. I honestly, yeah, when Hyunjae, wow, I forgot about that. When Hyunjae did that to me, yeah. That was a turning point in my life when I realized I'm in this shit deep. When I cried for like 10 days over the boys, and then I went and I bought every single one of their new album because I was like, he deserves all my money. Basically, their new album obviously was so good. Whisper was so good, so yeah. it's okay. They deserved my money, so yeah, that was just like kind of crazy. It's just crazy. For K-dramas, I love Kyungsoo. Kyungsoo from EXO. Dio from EXO is obviously my bias maker on EXO, but I think he is also just one of the best people in the entire world. And his drama 100 Days My Prince. I've also rewatched that like 5 times because I am in love with him. So I've seen a lot of Kyungsoo's works. I feel like I've seen most of Kyungsoo's works. I haven't seen his new drama where he's like the prosecutor or whatever, but I've seen a lot of Kyungsoo stuff because I am in love with but I've seen a lot of Kyungsoo stuff. Yeah. I've also seen a lot of Unu. Rowan obviously, whenever he's in a drama I watch it too. There was one Rowan did. What's the Rowan's newest drama? I never finished watching it because I hated it. The plot was so good and then it got so stupid that I couldn't finish it. I was so upset. Like, genuinely, everyone was watching it. Everyone was watching it. Like, all my friends were watching it. Everybody on the timeline was watching it. And then I gave up because it was just so dumb. I didn't watch the last 2 episodes. I got so annoyed. No. It was the historical drama that was about the twins. The historical drama about the twins. What was it called? It had a long ass name. Oh, it made me so upset. I couldn't watch it. I love your smile. Oh, thank you so much for seeing it. I also watched. I've watched a lot of Bowman's stuff as well. I haven't seen Bowman's web drama. I know I need to watch it, but I haven't seen Bowman's web drama. But 18 again, the drama Bowman's in, that made me feel too many things. I've also watched Johan's drama. I Love So Beautiful. Is that what it's called? I have no idea what it's called. I love that drama as well. I've also saw like Love and Lime. Like I watched all of like the ones that were like more popular. The one I never saw was Itaewon Class because I watched the first episode and I couldn't do it. I just wasn't interested. I'm so sorry. I watched every episode of True Beauty like as it was airing. So like I was with everyone like when it was airing. Obviously because I love Unu, but yeah, I couldn't watch Itaewon Class. That was like the last drama I like thought about watching like when it was like premiering like with everyone else, but I never watched it. And then I gave up on dramas. I like dramas, to be honest. I don't mind dramas, but yeah, I just don't have, I guess I don't have the attention span to watch dramas anymore, I guess. The Interest of Love is on air right now. The Interest of Love. I just don't watch dramas. Like, I really wish I could, and I wish I enjoyed them, but more recently, I haven't been enjoying them as much. So, maybe one day I'll get back into watching dramas, but I haven't watched a drama in so long. I've honestly watched more American shows than dramas recently, but even the American shows are just, like, literally, like, the Marvel shows that they have on Disney+. And then I also watched, there's this one show on Netflix I watched all 4 seasons of, but... I haven't been watching the new dramas and stuff. I see them recommended for me on Netflix, but I honestly don't watch anything on Netflix either. I log on to Netflix, I look for something, and I never get anything, so then I log off Netflix and I go to YouTube and I watch dumb videos. I used to really love Netflix, but I don't think I like Netflix anymore. I also used to watch, my cousin's a really big fan of anime, so she tried to get me to watch a lot of animes. So I used to try and like watch the ones that she recommended to me, but I never finished, the one that she recommended to me, I never finished it. I've seen like almost everything, every Sailor Moon thing on Netflix in every region I've like seen. I've literally changed like my region just to watch all the Sailor Moon things. I love Sailor Moon. So I've seen everything Sailor Moon, but I haven't watched any other animes. Like I said, my cousin recommended me one, and I watched half of the first season, I think, if there's more than one season, and then I stopped watching it. It was when I was in quarantine, though. So. I don't really watch anime either. Although I kind of want to start watching anime because I want to learn Japanese. I don't know why. I've been having this like kick of like, I need to learn another language. And I'm like, Ariel, you literally speak 3 languages, that's enough. No, my brain is not allowing me to. My brain is like, no, Ariel, you need to speak more languages. I don't know. I've been interested in learning Japanese recently, so maybe I will. I doubt it, but maybe. Maybe. I really doubt it. I think it'd be too hard. But we'll see, we'll see. Your last live you mentioned? I know. I want to learn another language. Just for fun, because I have nothing better to do right now. But also, I don't want to lose any of my Korean. But also, I don't think I could lose. I'm just going to keep. The thing is, I keep saying I'm going to lose my Korean. We all know Ariel's just going to forget her Spanish. Like, my Spanish is in the gutter at this point. There's no Spanish in my brain. I want to stand more K-pop groups in general. Do you have any recommendations? Who do you stand? Give me an idea of who you stand, and I can give you recommendations. How about that? Ah, you know, the drama I watched that I really liked was Vincenzo. That was a good one. Vincenzo was really, really good. I watched all of that one. And I've seen a lot of, Park Min Young is my favorite actress. I've seen, like, almost everything that she's done. Like, What's Wrong with Secretary Kim or whatever, and then her private life. And then also, there's, like, this series on Netflix called Busted that has Sound from EXO. I really like that. It's like a, it's not like a, it's not, I mean, it's kind of like a drama, but it's, like, kind of half staged, half, like, real comedy like reactions. It's very good. If you guys haven't watched Busted, I highly recommend it. It's so funny. I love Busted. Every time they come out with a new season, I'm like, let's go. I don't know why. I just love them so much. Twice, New Jeans, Blackpink, Let's Head Up Him, IVE, ITZY, IDOL, NCT Wavy. I mean, TXT, Stray Kids, BTS, EXO, The Boys, 17, 18, CIX. I mean, Astro, SF9, Monster X, whoever you want to stand. Those are Pew and Harmony. Pew and Harmony is good. For girl groups, what did you say? Do you stand Red Velvet? Red Velvet. Red Velvet. Those are my recommendations. Everyone that I stand. How about that? Backhand. Stream Candy. Who else do I stand? I don't even know who I stand. Oh, Enhypen, Treasure. I was like, I literally looked behind me and I saw the Enhypen out and I was like, oh. Enhypen and Treasure. Oh my god. I love Red Velvet's music. Red Velvet have some of just my favorite music ever. I was listening to like I don't know why, but sometimes I really like to just listen to one artist and I'll just put like their like this is blah 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 on like Spotify on. Like, so like I'll put like this is NCT Dream, this is TXT, whatever, this is blah blah blah. And I was listening to the This Is Red Velvet one. Oh, so good. Their music is so good. I forget why they're, I mean, I don't forget why they're my alt girl group, but like sometimes it like goes in the back of my brain like that I love them, and then I listen to their music and I'm like, oh, I remember. They have such good music. Oh yeah. I was streaming. Oh my god. But yeah, guys, I haven't started packing. Is your goal still to work in Korean media? I'd say yeah, I think that's still my goal. Yeah. I'd say probably that's my goal. Probably that's my goal. That's my goal, probably. That's a good goal. But yeah, you guys, I haven't started packing yet for my trip, and my trip is on Friday, so I'm kind of a little stressed about it, but I don't want to think about it, so I'm pretending that I don't need to pack. Like, I'm just like, oh, I don't need to pack, it's fine. Everything's fine. Like, I need to pack. I really do, but I'm just like, no, I don't need to pack. So that's great. I've been putting off packing. It's okay, though. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. I need to pack all my albums and somehow haul them on the subway to the airport. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm very curious to see how this is gonna go. Ariel at like 3 p.m. on a Friday hauling like 50 albums over to the airport. I'm curious to see how it's gonna go. But it'll be fine. It will be whatever it needs to be. Hi guys, I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm like not even that exhausted. Like, I didn't do anything yesterday. I stayed home all day. But like I'm not even that tired, but I'm tired. I was gonna film, oh, there's a video actually I really wanted to film, but I don't know if you guys would want to watch it, but I thought of the idea yesterday and I was like, that actually might kind of be fun. It will literally put me through the ultimate amount of stress and it might actually like make me cringe, but I thought it would be kind of funny to film this video, so one thumbs up if you guys want to hear the video. But and then I was like, oh, I should film this other video, but then I went on live, so here we are. I'll film the video later, the other one, which is something you guys have been asking for a really long time, so I hope you guys will get excited for that one. But I have another video idea. Why do you want to bring your albums? I do not plan to have my albums in Korea full-time ever. I have always, like, whenever I've gone home, so I went home obviously in 2021 and I brought albums back because I want all of my albums to be at home in America because that is where they are most safe and that is where they all are. So I really like having my collection all in one place. I do not know how permanently I will be living in Korea. I could literally live here for the rest of my life, or I could move obviously after graduation. So instead of panicking when I do eventually probably move out of Korea, I take my albums back in chunks, so it saves me obviously the shipping fees when I do decide to move home. That is not to say that I am moving home anytime soon, but because I am a very realistic person and I do know that, like, I may not be able to get a job here after graduation. I may not be able to stay here after graduation. I'm kind of saving myself the hassle of having to ship everything, which is going to be really expensive. So instead, I just bring everything in chunks. So last time I went home, I brought like 50 albums home. And then also, like I said, because all of my collections are in America and that's where they will be staying probably indefinitely, I like to have my albums like set up nicely when I go home. So when I go home, I'm like, wow, look at all my albums. So I usually I will be doing this for the rest of the time. The only thing that's gonna stay here are like my photo card binders, because photo cards are what I update more and like what I like work on more, I guess. Like, obviously you guys know I collect albums and like obviously I collect merchandise, but I don't need the physical albums here because they will be at home. I will never be able to ship all of my albums overseas. Even if I say do like buy a house here or get married here or settle down here, I will never be able to afford that unless I hit it big. So I've always just told myself my albums will stay at my mom's house because my mom is not selling her home. She's keeping her home. So my room at home is a museum of all my things. So yeah, that's kind of like what I've always told myself because, again, I do not know how long I will be here. And I'm a very realistic person in terms of like again, I don't know how long I'll be here, if that makes sense. Haha, if you stop rejecting people, LMAO, no hate. Sure. Sure. Actually, first of all, I need to leave the house. That's probably the first step into marriage, but no. Also, I've only rejected 2 people, like maybe, no, 4 people? 3, 4? I don't remember. 4 people? It's not a long list. They didn't woo me. I need to be wooed. I need to be like, wow, that was a good proposal. But no. It'll happen to me at the right time, blah, 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 blah. Although I don't really care. I've kind of given up on romance. I don't need romance in my life. Who needs romance when you can just spend your money on K-pop boys? Am I right? That's right. I've thought about it a lot these days more, I guess, because obviously, like, I've been spending a lot of time alone because obviously I'm on vacation and nobody else really is on vacation though. So, yeah, I don't really need romance. It's okay. Maybe in the next life. I'm also still pretty young. Like, I know I'm not that young, but I'm still pretty young. Like, there are a lot of people my age who are in long-term relationships. There are a lot of people my age who have children and families, but there are also a lot of people my age who are single. So, it's okay. I can be 22 and happy. Almost 23, but we don't need to talk about that. I am on my 23rd year, which is crazy to me, but I'm still young, so I don't give a shit, to be honest. I don't need romance. But yeah, the moral of the story is that I will be bringing albums home. I haven't decided exactly what albums I'm gonna bring home yet. Probably it'll still like be old because obviously those are the collections that like I update the most frequently. So probably like all my new NCT, all my new TXT, all my new Stray Kids, all my new like my new one singular BTS album. I want to try and bring EXO home this time because I didn't bring EXO home last time and I really want to update my EXO shelf. And Baekhyun, I haven't brought Bambi home, so I want to bring Bambi home. I do not think I'm gonna touch my jewel cases because my jewel case shelf scares me, but I kind of want to bring Kinos home this time, and I'll probably all my Sminis as well. Maybe I'll actually, I have a Jamin Smini that I can leave. And maybe I'll bring my Red Velvet stuff home. But also I really like I really like the birthday cake album, so I don't know. I probably won't touch my non-alt shelf because I don't have the energy, but I did bring 17 home last time and I brought 80s home last time. So maybe I'll bring, if I have room, I will try and squeeze 80s and 17 in as best as I can, but we'll see. 17 have so many new albums, I feel like. Yeah, 17 have so many. Oh my god, I didn't bring 17 home last time. Oh, cause your choice was still here? Holy guacamole. I did not bring 17 home. Uh-oh. Okay, well, maybe I won't bring 17 because that will stress me out. Because my 17 shelf is full. I forgot. Do you have any tips on how to learn members for when you're sending new K-pop groups? What I do when I learn members is I watch reality programs. A lot of the time, especially when they are rookies, when they are on shows, they have name tags where they're on the shows, or some of the shows will like literally put like, this member says this, and I feel like if you have name tags and you can like put the name to the face, it's a lot easier. And I also think that through personality, it's easier to remember people's like faces. I don't know. For me personally, like for Treasure, I learned Treasure just literally through watching Treasure Map, because they all used to wear name tags in the beginning, and also they would say like, oh, this person says this, and it took me less than a day to remember Treasure's names because of like watching reality shows. And I just say probably for me it's like the easiest way. I also learned the boys that way through watching reality shows. 17, I honestly just looked them up and I could remember their names. I don't even, well, I kind of knew some of the members of 17, so it was pretty easy. I haven't learned a new group in a while. I did learn the members of Tempest because of a live stream that I was doing, but for that I literally just memorized their names and their faces. And I do not remember all of their names, to be honest. I forget some of their names sometimes. But the most recent group that I had to memorize their names was probably Let's Head Up Him or New Jeans. But for Let's Head Up Him, they did the Hybe, like, yeah, wait, what was that called? Like the Hybe show. So on the Hybe show, they all were wearing name tags a lot of the time, and also like when the girls would talk, they had like their names, so I could memorize their names pretty easily. Also for Let's Head Up Him, like Sakura and Taewon were in IZ*ONE, so I knew them. New Jeans also, I feel like New Jeans, I don't even remember how I learned their names, to be honest. I don't ask me, I just know their names. But like usually I would say probably for me reality shows like the best way to remember names, because first of all, again, you know their personalities, and then you know their names, and then you know their faces. And also I would always say quiz yourself with different eras, because some people look so different with different colored hairs. Like, oh my god, like there is times where I would just get so confused, like who is this person, because they have a different colored hair, or like the styling is different for that era. So definitely quiz yourself a lot. But yeah, it's not too bad. I personally don't really struggle with like learning people's names though, because again, like I said, one, I have a very, very strange memory in terms of knowing people's names from groups. Like I cannot memorize crap about economics or about the stock market. Like for the life of me, could not tell you how the stock market works, but could I name like 60 K-pop groups, every single member and their birth year? Yeah. I could. So I think it's also just because like as what I'm the most interested in, so like obviously my brain's just like focused on it. Since some stays are broke, can you say to Hyunjin that we, your subscribers, love him when you get a video call or when you get your fan sign? I have only met Hyunjin once, and I am not meeting Hyunjin anytime soon. I'm not applying for anything soon. I wish I would be able to say that to him for all of you guys, but I will not be meeting Hyunjin anytime soon. I'm so sorry. I'm not applying to any more fan signs for him. I only applied to one, and I feel like everyone forgets that that fan sign was almost 3 years ago. That was in 2020. I know. It's absolutely crazy to think that that was like literally 2020, but I have not seen Hyunjin or talked to Hyunjin since that call. So as much as I would love to be able to say that, I cannot, unfortunately. That call was, it's gonna be 3 years old this year in November. Yeah. As much as I would love to, I cannot. I will not be seeing or meeting any idols anytime soon because I will not apply to any more fan signs. So I'm so sorry. I wish I could, but I will not be seeing Hyunjin or applying to calls ever again. I don't really like fan calls, to be honest. The one that I did wasn't the best though, so I do want to apologize though. I wish I could. When I first got into K-pop, I used to try to remember members on their hair color. Oh, me too, for sure. Like, definitely in the beginning, I was like, oh, like, I'll just remember hair color now. They change their hair color, like, every 5 seconds, so you can't do hair color, but, Gone are the days when idols would have different hair colors signaling to come back. Sometimes... I feel like sometimes that happens, but honestly, I feel like idols these days just, like, dye their hair just, like, for fun too, so I get what you mean. I feel like there are some groups and I'm like, oh my god, they dyed their hair for a comeback, but then there's other groups where I'm like, they just dye their hair literally every other week. So I get what you mean, yeah. Also, I feel like recently a lot of idols have been like dyeing their hair for like concerts and tours and stuff. So it's not necessarily a comeback anymore. Oh, it's so sad, but I know what you mean. I remember those days too, like when everyone would be like, oh, this person has been seen with dyed hair, or you know when like they would like cover their hair for like comebacks. Ah, that's like my favorite things. Oh, so sad. Those days are over. To be back in 2017 and be a K-pop stan. So funny. I was rewatching a lot of my older videos. I was such a different person back then. When I first started getting into K-pop, I was such a different person. I was watching a lot of my old reactions because I was just so curious to like how I reacted to things back then versus how I react to things now. It's kind of different, but very similar. Like, obviously I still freak out, but it's like, it's so crazy. Like, just like, I was a different person back then, I feel like. Obviously, 18-year-old Ariel and almost 23-year-old Ariel are very different people, but it's like so crazy. Wow. The 127 styles need raises for the literally the amount of people on my timeline, on Instagram, on TikTok who have just been simping over Mark Lee, and like I get it. Yeah, we've all been going through it for Mark. Like literally the amount of Mark edits that have been on my timeline on TikTok. I mean, like, I get a normal amount of Mark edits on my TikTok just in general, but like the amount of Mark edits I've been getting, it's I understand. I get it. I love Mark Lee. Yeah, he's been looking too good. They've all been looking too good on that tour. Oh, they look so good. I saw videos of the Sao Paulo concert, I think it was. The first Brazil, didn't they did 2 stops in Brazil, but yeah, Taeyong, okay. Yeah, that's all I will say is Do you know the boy group Victon? I love Victon. He's a feeling, I know, literally. I don't like when Mark Lee, like, I know Mark is a confident boy, but like when Mark has his like confidence, like, you know how Mark kind of like, Mark is such a cute boy. Like, he is such a sweet, cute boy. But when Mark exudes confidence, it stresses me out because he just becomes so gosh darn handsome. Who's my bias in Victon? My bias is Byungchan. Probably Byungchan. I really like their song Nostalgic Night. What a good one. Also, I really love Mayday. I listen to Mayday a lot as well. They also, Chronograph was a really good song as well. I like Chronograph. Chronograph. I don't really know much about Victon these days, to be honest, though. Like, I haven't really been keeping up with them. Honestly, I haven't been keeping up with anyone, though, so let's be real here. I've been keeping up with, like, 3 people in my brain. Just kidding, not even 3 people. It's, like, maybe 2. No, I'm just kidding. But I just don't really know what everyone's doing these days. Like, there's been so many comebacks I've been wanting to watch, like Monsta X, SF9, obviously Moonbin and Hana. But I can't watch them, obviously, because of my job, so I've just been sitting here, like, twiddling my thumbs, like, what am I doing with my life? So I've had to just, like, literally just, like, mute TikTok. What I said is very good as well. What I said is good. For me, it was a really good fan call because I know you know, because I get to talk to a person who's talked to Hyunjin, and it means so much to me. They say big things. Oh my god, don't say thank you to me. Please don't. Please don't. You're so sweet, but please don't. Honestly. I promise, I promise. Do you know Ono Nina? I know of them, but I have never spoken to her. I've seen her videos, yeah. I'm a fan. Very good content. The new Monster X is crazy good. Oh, I want to listen to it so badly. Monster X have had consistently such good comebacks in such good music recently that I want to listen to it so badly. But I've just been pretending that it is not happening. Like genuinely, I'm just pretending it's not happening. I have not seen it. I have not heard of it. I have not seen spoilers. I have no idea what's happening because I can't watch it. So I'm just la 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 la. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Same with like Moonbin and Tana. I really, really, really want to listen to their comeback so badly, but I can't. And I heard the SF9 comeback was really good as well. So I'm like, just sitting here literally twiddling my thumbs. Like literally sitting here twiddling my thumbs. So I hope you all know. I want to listen so bad. I think we have the vote for that this week, so I have to film that this week. Once I film that video, I'm going to be literally streaming everything, and I'm going to be so excited. So I cannot wait to film that video and get it up and be able to watch all the comebacks and then cry. And then have to do the same thing in February. Because we like pick like comebacks that are happening and like we're like, oh, like we'll dedicate a live stream to one of the comebacks or whatever. Which I think is really fun, but it just also sucks because I have to just like literally wait for comebacks. Like they wanted me to do a TXT one and I was like, absolutely not. I cannot wait to watch TXT. And we're gonna do a 127 comeback, like live stream, but I'm gonna watch the music video before because I physically can't. Like I physically can't. I physically cannot wait to watch the 127 comeback. Like I will disintegrate. I can't do it. Perfumer. Oh, I wanna listen so bad. Moonbin and Tana have such good music, and their last album was so flames. I want to listen to it so bad, but I have to wait. Also, I've been seeing like their styling and stuff, and they look literally. Tana had the little ear hat on, and I was like, ah. But anyways, I'm just going to be waiting patiently for the results of the poll, the vote. I want to listen so bad, but I'll wait patiently. It's okay. I can be patient sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Actually, I'm a pretty patient person, to be honest. I'm only impatient. No, I'm pretty patient. A lot of my family calls me very impatient, but I feel like I'm a very patient person. I feel like maybe I'm not patient with my family. I'm impatient with everyone else but my family. So I can be patient. It is okay. But yeah, I want to listen to everything, but we are waiting. We are waiting for everything. But that's okay. But yeah, like I said, today I am relaxing. Tomorrow I am relaxing. Tuesday I'm relaxing. Wednesday I'm relaxing. Thursday I'm relaxing. And then Friday I'm leaving. So I literally have the next 5 days of doing absolutely nothing. Well, I mean, not absolutely nothing. I think I'm going out to dinner tomorrow. And then Tuesday my friend's coming to visit me to say like goodbye. Obviously because I'm leaving for 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm literally going to be sitting in this house doing nothing because I do not leave the house. And everyone might ask me, Ariel, why don't you leave the house? It is a personal choice. I don't like going outside. I love living in Korea, but sometimes, you know, you need to sit inside and you need to do nothing. So I am just chilling in my house until I'm leaving. But I'm just stressed about packing. I am going to be doing a packing video because I know a lot of you guys might be curious of like what I'm going to take home. And obviously I will be doing like travel vlogs and stuff as much as I can. I want to film everything, but also I am very stressed about traveling, so we'll see what I can film. I'm gonna try and film it all. And then also I'll be trying to vlog as much as I can at home as well. So hi, how are you doing? I'm good. How are you, bestie? Honestly, I feel like I'm very tired today, but I don't know why, because I guess I didn't sleep the best, but I slept okay. I slept until 7. 7's pretty good. I think I'm just exhausted from life, if that makes sense. Like, life is just exhausting me. But I do have plans to film today, so a filming day, but not with my face. Actually, I had to use my face a little bit, but only a little bit of the video will be my face. You guys will understand more when you see the video, but only a little bit will be my face. Just a little bit. Because you guys don't need to see this. Actually, you're literally seeing it for an hour, so yeah. But yeah. I will have, obviously, content up for you guys when I'm home as well. The TXT comeback is going to be one of the next videos. Obviously, the TXT unboxing will be a video coming soon. We'll do 7 comeback reaction. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. There's so many fun things happening, I feel like. Maybe I'll vlog on my sister and I are going out for her birthday. Her birthday is Monday. Maybe I'll vlog on my sister's birthday. Because we're going to be going out. Actually, I don't even know what we're doing. To be honest, there's really no plans. And, like, I don't know what's happening. I just said yes. I know we're going out to dinner with, like, I heard it was like a party of 20 or something, and I was like, 20 people. But I just said yes, and I was like, okay, sure, I'll go. Not that I have a choice, but I'll go. But yeah. Woo. My Twice reaction was cute. Oh, thank you so much. Twice killed it. Their Moonlight Sunrise is beautiful. It is everything I could have ever wanted and more. I was literally shaken to my core. All of you guys who were asking me that day were like, oh, Ariel, like, will you react? Will you react? I was like, oh, yeah, like, maybe I will. And honestly, I just had time, so I just, like, literally, I was doing nothing. So I was like, okay, I'll react to it. I was shaken to my core. Like, I did not expect it to shake me that much. And yeah, I was shaken. I've been streaming. I love it so much. So like, honestly, so good. Honestly, the entire of everything, oh my god, it was so good. If you guys haven't listened to Moonlight Sunrise, please listen to it. Who's my bias in 80s? Ouyang. They are grown, literally. I was shaken to my core. It was so, honestly, like, the lyrics were so sly. Like, I was like, damn, some of these lyrics, I was like, wow. Anyways, if you guys haven't listened to it, I suggest. It's so good. So good. I was shook. I was literally shook to my core, actually, fun fact. They had me literally, like, on the verge of, like, going insane. It was great. But, yeah. I'm so glad you guys asked me to react to it, because I was shook. So it was very fun to react to. I also, like, I miss doing reactions, and a lot of you guys, I asked you on a Instagram, like, story, like, what videos you guys want to see, and a lot of people actually said reactions again, so Reactor Ariel's coming back slowly. Not fastly, but slowly. Reactor Ariel will be back, and I'm gonna be trying to film reactions more often, I guess, but also don't listen to me because I might forget again. I'm just obviously trying to have more consistent uploads, as you guys know. I've uploaded very consistently recently, which is kind of crazy for me, I know. Like 3 videos in the span of like a week. Who am I? This is a changed woman you see right here, but trying to give you guys that consistent content and revive my dying channel, so Moonlight Sunrise. But yeah, there's so many things happening. I feel like, wow, there's so many things to do, y'all. I really need to pack. Like, that's like the thing on my brain right now is just packing, but I don't want to pack. I don't want to open my suitcase and see all my duplicate albums. I think it will stress me out. I think, honestly, that is the reason why I don't want to pack. I don't want to look at my dupes. Like, I don't want to see them. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to know that they exist. I'd rather just live in this constant state of, like, oh, how many dupes do I have? I don't know. Because all my dupes live in my suitcases, so. Well, not all of them. I have dupes next to me and behind me, but we don't talk about those dupes. I cannot see all of the No Easy albums. When I see all the No Easy albums, I'm gonna literally lose my mind. I literally am gonna lose my mind. I don't want to see them. I want to live in ignorant bliss and not know, but I do need to look at them and it's okay. It's fine. But yeah, I do need to pack, so packing will be done. But we'll see. We will see. Maybe I'll start today. I feel like I should start. I'm leaving in less than a week. If this was any rational Ariel, I would have already started packing 2 weeks ago. you guys know, like, I am such a planner. Like, I love to plan. I love to do things early. I do not like to do things last minute, except if it's an assignment. I do procrastinate assignments or, like, work. But, like, if it's, like, something that, like, I don't know, I'm such a planner, I need to pack early. Like, it's stressing me out that I haven't packed. Not that I'm packing clothes, because I don't really need any clothes, to be honest. Like, I can just wear whatever's at home. Like, I know for sure there is a pair of pants at home. I know for sure I got sweaters at home. I know for sure I have a coat at home. That's all you need. I don't need to look good. I have no one to impress. So I don't really need to pack, like, literally any clothes. The only clothes I'm packing are clothes that I'm taking back to give to, like, my mom and my sister, because, I have just, like, some clothes that doesn't fit. But no, I don't need to pack clothes. Nope. Not even gonna pack socks. I can steal someone's socks. I don't care. I don't care about socks, to be honest. I'll steal my mom's socks. But yeah. The entire thing of my suitcase is going to be albums. Albums. It's okay though. I'm emotionally well, if anyone's wondering. Albums and then, like, skincare. I did not buy my sister's birthday present. Oh my god, she's gonna yell at me so bad. Wow, I didn't buy her birthday present. It completely slipped my mind that I had to buy her a birthday present. Everyone, I am a terrible sister. I forgot about her birthday. I was gonna buy her something really specific because she asked me for something specific. Wow, I'm a terrible, it's okay. I'm allowed to be a terrible sister. I'm a college student. It's okay, everyone. It's fine. It's fine. My sister can hate me. I don't care. I don't care if she hates me. Whoa, that's crazy, though. I genuinely just remembered right now that I was gonna buy her a birthday present, but she also asked for something expensive. Like, no. Who do you think you are? I am a college student. She has a full-time job. Why are you asking me for expensive things? I cannot believe I forgot. Wow, that is crazy. Anyways, now that we know Ariel's a horrible sister, on to the next question. Wow. Was not expecting that one. Okay, great talk, everyone. Wow. I cannot believe I forgot. Wow. Well, it's okay. That's okay. We will just it's okay. But yeah, I do need to pack, so that's the plan for the next couple of days. Pack more, film, edit, sleep. Which albums do you have duplicates of? I have duplicates of every album. Like, literally almost every album that I own. I have, right here, there's Stray Kids, Golta, NCT, TXT, BTS. Just right here. I know, I got rid of all my Hypen tubes. My friend asked for them. Yeah, mostly Stray Kids, NCT, TXT. This is literally all basically Stray Kids, NCT, TXT. Here we have Stray Kids, NCT. That's it. Because it's like wavy and sticker, I think right here. Yeah, wavy sticker SMCU. In my suitcase, I know I have 80s dupes, I have 17 dupes, I have Stray Kids dupes, I have a lot of TXT dupes. Maybe BTS dupes still. Oh, I have BTS dupes. Actually, I just lied to y'all. BTS dupes are right here. I don't know. What was my favorite TXT song? My favorite TXT title track, I do not know. My favorite TXT B-side is 20 centimeters. Thank you. My favorite TXT title, I feel like is really hard because I feel like, I don't know. I really feel like my favorite title used to be Blue Hour, and I used to be like such a Blue Hour stan, but I feel like after everything that's happened, I feel like I have emotional attachment to like 0 by 1 equals love song. So I feel like, I don't know. I feel like either Blue Hour or 0 by 1 equals love song. But I also don't know. Because I have an emotional attachment to, I have emotional attachment to every single one of their songs, but I think Crown as well, I have so much attachment to, so I don't know. I don't know. Probably, I don't know. 20 centimeters is just it girl in my opinion, so 20 centimeters stays on top. Like, literally, the fact that I've seen 20 centimeters performed live twice is something that I will take with me, knowing that I've succeeded in life. Literally, when I went to the fan meeting the first day, I did not expect them to perform 20 centimeters because it's my favorite TXT song, and like obviously I knew they weren't gonna perform it, so I was like, there's no way. And then they came out in their little schoolboy fits, and they had like the 5 mics there, and I was like, there is no way in hell this is about to happen. And then I heard the first note and then Taeyeon's entrance, and the girl next to me luckily was a foreigner, and she was from, I think, Australia, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really remember, and she was really nice. I literally grabbed her. I don't even remember her name, to be honest. I grabbed her and I started sobbing. I was literally just like, I don't even think I saw like the first like probably 30 seconds of the song because my eyes were closed, because I was like literally like holding myself. So the day 2 I watched it with both my eyes, I promise. But also they performed Ito on day 2, and Ito's one of my favorite songs ever as well. So yeah, I will never take back the love I received at the fan meeting. This might be a stupid question, but do you watch any vloggers that live in Korea? I feel like I used to watch a lot of vloggers that lived in Korea. These days, no. Honestly, I just don't watch a lot of... You should have filmed a vlog. We were not allowed to film at the fan meeting, but I did film a vlog. But you're not allowed to film it. A lot of those things you're not allowed to film it. I used to watch a lot of YouTube. I used to watch a lot of YouTubers, but these days I don't really watch a lot of YouTube just because I'm on TikTok more often. But I used to watch a lot of vloggers in Korea, especially before I came to Korea and when I was first here. But I think now that I live here, I don't really watch a lot of vloggers in Korea. I don't think. I used to watch a lot, to be honest. I used to. I'm subscribed to one channel that's a vlogger, like, kind of like beauty lifestyle vlogger in Korea. I used to watch a lot, but I don't anymore. Hi, I just found this channel from your study abroad video. Currently thinking about going to Sogangdae. Oh, hi. Go to Sogang. I love Sogang. Sogang is one of my favorite places. Go there. It's a great university. I recommend. But yeah. That's probably what I will say about, like, vloggers in Korea. I used to watch so many, and now I've just kind of, like, stopped watching them. But also, I just stopped kind of watching YouTube as much as well. Like, I used to watch so much, like, photocard storing and, like, K-pop unboxings, but I don't watch them as much anymore. Although the other day I went on, like, a splurge of watching a bunch of content. Like, obviously I still watch my friends' content. So, like, if my friends and like, if they upload videos, I'll watch them, but I don't really watch a lot of K-pop content either these days, except if it's my own, because I am my own biggest fan. So yeah, that's what I will say. That's all I have to say. Thinking back though, I used to watch a lot of vloggers in Korea. I just don't watch them anymore. I don't know why. What happened to me watching vloggers in Korea? I don't know. Fun fact. I don't know. I can't tell you why. Like, I have no good explanation as to why. I just know that I don't watch them anymore. I don't know why. I don't watch anything. I watch TikTok. I think I'm just become addicted to TikTok, but that's okay. So, yeah. But vloggers, who else do I watched that one vlogger. I'm trying to think who else I watched in Korea. There was this one homie I watched, but they moved out of Korea. I watch one, but I don't really watch their videos. I'm just, like, subscribed, so I get them in my notifications. I don't really watch everything though. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm sorry everyone. I'm sorry, but yeah, these days we don't watch. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube, but it's, like, more like NCT videos, or, like, I watch old episodes of To Do or, like, Run BTS. Or, like, I watch, like, videos that, like, idols post, you know, like, from, like, their official channels, like dance practices and all that goodness. But yeah, that's kind of the extent of my YouTube unless I'm watching Ariel Cecilia, because Ariel Cecilia is my favorite YouTuber. Actually, yesterday I spent like 3 hours watching my own videos because I was really interested in like my old life. So I was like watching like my old 2018 videos, and I was like, wow. I feel like I said earlier, I feel like it's such a different person than I was then. It's like so crazy to like watch myself, and because I'm like who was I? Like who have I become, but also who was I? I don't know. I feel like a totally different person from that person. And like looking at that Ariel, like little Ariel, I was like, who is she? Like I have no idea who that is. Well, yep. But yeah, this all goes back to the conversation of Ariel needs to pack. I know nobody needs to hear this, but I really need to pack. Like I need to figure out my life, like get my life together, and pack my damn suitcase. It's not that hard, Ariel. Just pack your suitcase, mate. But Ariel's procrastinating packing. I really should have bought my sister that present, guys. I'm having like regret right now of being a mean sister. I like your hoodie. Thank you. This is actually not a lot of people know this, but this is obviously my Harvard hoodie. You guys know this is my very world famous Harvard hoodie that has been on the Ariel Cecilia YouTube channel since 2018. Also became world famous during Ariel Cecilia's quarantine of 2021. But a lot of you guys don't know this is not my sweatshirt. That a lot of people don't know that. So there's a reason why it's a Harvard hoodie. I've told you guys many times before, but this is my brother's sweatshirt. My brother owned this sweatshirt from when he was in, I want to say high school, and my brother's now, he's like a grown-ass man. He's like 25. I mean, not that grown, but like he's growner than me. In my opinion, he's growner. And this was his sweatshirt in high school, I want to say. But when I got to high school, I stole it from him. Because there was one day where I wanted to wear a sweatshirt and I couldn't find the one that I wanted to wear. So I went into his room. I physically remember going into his room and taking the sweatshirt because I've always liked this sweatshirt. I liked like the style, I liked the fit, and I've always wanted it. So I stole it. And I wore it to school. This is when he was in college. So I think he had gone to college at this point. And then I never gave it back. So I've had this sweatshirt since I was in high school. And it even has like, this stain right here is from a physics project that I did. Like I remember wearing the sweatshirt and doing this physics project my junior year of high school, and then being like, holy crap, like what if I have to give this back to my brother one day? Like it has a stain from my physics project. So one of the reasons obviously why that I wear this sweatshirt all the time is because it's very comfortable, but two, it reminds me of my brother. It reminds me of home. So I wear it all the time because it reminds me of home. Everyone used to ask me like, oh, like why do you wear it all the time? Like why are you always in that sweatshirt? I'm like, it literally reminds me of home. Like, this is my brother's sweatshirt. It reminds me of home. Like, leave me alone. I miss my family. But yeah, it's my brother's sweatshirt. So, that is the story of Ariel's Harvard sweatshirt. I stole it from my brother. What's your favorite part about 2022? Like, what do you mean favorite part of it? 2022 was a terrible year. Let's be real here. For me personally, 2022 had some of the best times of my life and some of the worst times of my life. So, 2022 was a year. I don't even remember what happened in 2022. Like, honestly, at this point, I don't remember what happened in 2022. I don't know. I don't remember what happened in 2022. What happened in 2022? I don't know. My favorite part about 2022? What happened in I don't even remember half of the things that happened in 2022. Like I feel like the years have just been like literally like merging in my brain that I don't remember anything. I called it yesterday on my live stream. I called it 2021. And I was like, wait a second, we're in 2023. Something you enjoyed the most? I mean, getting front row to TXT's fan meeting was life-changing. Obviously, going to the Gangnam Festival and having the boys bias thank me for being there, but that was pretty cool. All of the festivals I went to, I got to work backstage at a festival in 2022, and I literally got to work press at an event and like go backstage to the red carpet of an event, and I got to be like within like very close distance of like the Dreamies, Golcha, like literally everyone that I stand, like Red Velvet. That was insane. They all perceived me because I was the only foreigner in the room, other than my boss, and I was standing on a very large chair holding a very big camera. That was insane. Also just like going backstage at an event and like literally running into idols backstage was crazy. What else have I done in 2022? I went to so many events, so many concerts. I did so many things in 2022, I feel like. 2022 was a very large year for Ariel in terms of like concerts and events and stuff. But I feel like those three are probably like the highlights, I guess. Like maybe like going. I mean, I got to go to freaking Busan for BTS. Like that was crazy. I got to go to BTS's Yet to Come in Busan. Like that's insane. Yeah, that was crazy. I never imagined that I'd be going to Busan to see BTS for a free concert. Oh, I never imagined. Yeah, 2022 was crazy. Like I feel like those are the highlights, but like 2022 was crazy. Also, yeah, like wow, there were so many things. Like so many things I feel like it happened in 2022. Concerts, events, you know, and then even just like not even that, just like even just like fun things with my friends. I did so many things. I graduated language school. I took a year and a half of language school and I actually graduated. I got into university in Korea. I took my first semester of university in South Korea as a student who learns in Korean. Like all of these things, you know what I mean? I feel like 2022 was a turning point in my life. Am I excited about the TXT? Am I excited about the TXT comeback, bestie? I literally will not shut up about the TXT comeback. I literally will cry about it right now. Working backstage event sounds like a dream. Honestly, it was so cool. So I learned so much that day. Not only about just like how the industry works, like the good and the bad, but also just like how these kinds of events work. And I think that day really put a lot of things in perspective for me. And I learned so much. Like I learned so much. So it was honestly one of the coolest things I've ever done. I don't know if I'll ever get a experience like that again. I would obviously love to, but having that experience and going there and, you know, working press at an event and seeing everything, like I said, the good and the bad, was very, very eye-opening to me. And it didn't steer me away from still wanting to work in the industry, of course. I still want to work in the industry, but yeah, it's crazy. It really, like I said, it really opened my eyes to a lot of things. So how am I? I am good. I am getting ready to go home, so I'm tired and stressed, but I'm good. Obviously right now it's a holiday in Korea, so there's really nothing to do anyways, but I do have some plans this week to like meet up with some friends before I leave, but I'm getting out of here on Friday. I can't believe I'm going home, and I can't believe it's been over a year since I've been home. Obviously I've had friends who have been here longer who have not gone home, but I cannot believe it's been over a year since I've been home. Like, it's crazy to me that I haven't seen my mom in over a year. Like, it doesn't feel real, honestly. My grandma, my brother, my sister, my cousin, you know, like, my cousin's my best friend. So the fact that I get to see everyone, I get to see Ollie and Cal, my two best friends, my dogs, my room. I'm really excited, honestly. Opinion on Twice's English pre-release. Watch my reaction and you will know my opinion. I literally disintegrated. It was fantastic. They absolutely killed it. Like, literally the song was so good. But if you want to know my real reaction, watch my reaction and you'll see me literally just like, I was gobsmacked. I feel like I literally ran out of words to say I was so gobsmacked. I was like just like like I feel like the whole time I was just like yeah, you can watch my reaction. Yeah. I need to change all my calendars to February before I leave, because when I come back it'll be February. So when I come back, I'll come back to fresh calendars. It's such a random thing, but I need to... Actually, I still have some of my 2022 calendars up. I should probably take those down. Like, my Stray Kids 2022 calendar's up there. My TXT 2022... But the thing is, my TXT 2022 calendar is, like, also partially a headband holder. So that one can stay. But the Stray Kids one I can take down. But the two new calendars that I have, my TXT one, I put on my microwave, and then my NCT one I put up on my desk. I need to change them to February, which is crazy to think. It's gonna be February already. This year's already flying by. The fact that it's what day is it? My phone is dead. What day is it? The 22nd? Wow, crazy. It's the 22nd of January already. That is, ooh. You know what that means? I missed my cousin's birthday. You know, it's fair because I do not know what day it is. So, you know what? To my cousin whose birthday I missed, I'm sorry, but also I don't know what day it is, to be fair. Her birthday was the 13th. Wow, that's crazy. I missed it by a long shot. That's okay. I don't even have her number, so it's okay. I could have messaged her on Instagram. But no, nobody posted for her on Instagram. So it's not my fault. Nobody reminded me. Usually people will, like, if it's a relative's birthday that I don't remember because I don't know what day it is, they'll be like, oh, Ariel, like, it's so-and-so's birthday, like, message them. But nobody told me to message my cousins, though. You can't fight me on this one, Mom. Wow, that's crazy. I can't believe I missed my cousin's birthday. I had no concept of time right now. Like, I have absolutely no concept of time because I haven't really been leaving the house. I haven't been doing anything. So, I have no concept of what's going on. So, at my cousin, don't be mad at me. I also do not have your number, so it's okay. 2023 is going really slow and 2022 really fast. 2022 for me was slow and fast at the same time. Like, looking back, a lot of the days were really, really long and the days were really, really hard. Especially when I was in school, it was really, really hard day to day. But, like, thinking that, like, the semester's done is, like, absolutely insane to me. Like, it went by so quickly. Especially, like, level 5 and level 6 of language school feel like they were, like, 7 years ago. Like, my graduation from language school feels like it was 7 years ago. I cannot believe I was in language school, like, last summer. I cannot believe it. But the semester, my first semester of university, literally feels like it was like 2 seconds, but also like the days when I was in university, it felt so long. So I agree. 2022 went so fast. Does your mom watch your YouTube channel? My mom watches my channel, my dad watches my channel, my sister watches my channel, my grandma watches my channel. A lot of my random relatives watch my channel. Like some of my grandma's friends watch my channel. They don't really know what I'm talking about, obviously, but they do watch my channel. I have supportive family members. Crazy. Like I said, they don't really know what's going on or like what I'm talking about. Oh, my uncle watches me. My uncle's staying with my grandma right now, and he put me on the TV and let my grandma watch me, which is very funny. But yeah, I have a really big support system from my family. So yeah, they don't know what I'm talking about, but they watch my videos. They like my reactions because they think that I'm funny. So as long as I can amuse my family members, that's what matters to me. I don't need to amuse any of you. Yeah, they say I'm funny, so. Thanks, family, for the support. I appreciate it. Actually, there was one time I was on a live stream, and I was in my house in America, and my mom was watching me on the TV downstairs. I was literally live in my bedroom, and she was watching me on the TV downstairs. I have supportive family members. My parents like me. But yeah, everyone watches me. I think I'm pretty cool. I watch myself, so I mean, yeah. But, yep. Oh, guys, what have we been talking about for 70? Every time I'm on a live stream, time goes by so quickly that I look at the time and it's like 73 minutes. Like, what have we been talking about for 73 minutes? Like, what have I even said this entire time? I feel like I've been saying nonsense. Did you watch the World Cup? And if you did you want Argentina to win or France? I don't understand sports. I knew that the World Cup was happening. Couldn't tell you who won. Like, honestly, couldn't tell you who won. I think Argentina won. I don't remember. So if that is not your answer, that is your answer. I know nothing about sports. I grew up in a household that liked sports. Like, my dad and my brother are a very big sports fan. My mom doesn't care. My sister doesn't care. So my dad and my brother made me watch a lot of sports. I've been to sports games because of being forced to go. But I don't know about sports. I don't really care about sports. I'm so sorry. I'm not a sporty person. I have asthma. Sports are triggering because I was never good at sports, and everyone always made fun of me in school because I couldn't do sports because I can't run. So I was always bench warmer. I played softball in elementary school, and I was always bench warmer because they know I can't run around the bases because I just refuse to run. So I was a good catcher, though. I played outfield, and I was right field, and I would always catch all of the pop-ups. So, like, I'm a good catcher. I can throw the ball. I just can't run. So yeah, I just don't like running. I don't even like watching sports, though, to be honest. Whenever my dad would force me to watch sports, I'd just be bored and play on my phone, so. But he'd also make me watch, like, golf. Like, who wants to watch golf at, like, 10 years old? Nobody wants to watch golf at 10 years old. Unless you're into golf, then that's okay. But I wasn't into golf. So, yeah. Everything comes back to you talking about packing. That's true. Speaking of packing, I need to pack. Are you doing anything today? Packing. No, I think today I'm going to be filming a video and just chilling. It's a holiday, so I mean, I'm on vacation and it's a holiday. I can chill. I can chill. You know what I mean? I can do whatever I want. I took my shower already. I'm clean. I am in my pajamas. I can do whatever the heck I want. It is a holiday. Because it's a holiday, I'm going to rest. No, but I will film a video and I will probably edit said video if I have time. I need to edit for my other work as well, but it's a holiday. I can do it tomorrow. But I should start packing, but also packing is gonna stress me out, so I don't want to start packing. Have you ever tried learning any K-pop dances? Yes, I've learned many K-pop dances. I used to really love learning them, like maybe 2018. I really loved learning K-pop dances. I thought it was so much fun. I also really used to love to dance. I took dance lessons for 10 years, so I know how to dance. I used to love to dance, but as I got older, I just kind of lost interest. I know point dances and I know like killing parts, but I can't dance. I mean, I can dance. I always say I can't dance because I don't like to show people my dancing because I'm insecure, but I can dance. I just don't show my dancing abilities on the internet. Except there was one time in Korea I went to a dance studio and I learned Thunders by Stray Kids. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, no, I don't learn them. I don't learn them currently. I know point dances. I just don't dance on the internet. I'm so sorry. It's like me singing. I barely sing on the internet. I don't show my skills. Is it hard to trade photo cards in Korea? It's not hard per se. Obviously a lot of the trading is done in Korean, and I would say just in general, K fans are more picky on like the condition of the card when you trade. But honestly, like trading is not hard. I just don't personally trade in Korea unless it's like in person or like with my friends because I just do not care about learning the postal system of Korea. I apologize to everyone. I don't want to go to the post office. So as much as I would like to trade in Korea, I just don't trade in Korea unless it's like a friend or like I said in person. But is it hard to trade? I don't think so. A lot of my friends do trade here. Like I know one of my friends like trades all the time here and they like message people all the time, but I don't trade because no postal system for everyone. I don't want to learn the postal system. Have I ever done a song cover? I've done obviously my carpool karaoke's or like my new karaoke video. That's the closest thing you guys will probably ever get to a song cover. Because yeah, I think the thing about the internet is a very cruel place. The internet likes to nitpick people, especially the people who put themselves on the internet. Obviously, like the people who stay off the internet are the ones who are nitpicking people who put themselves on the internet. So it's like really, I don't even know what's going on. But what I will say is that like as much as I love showing you guys all aspects of my life, and especially I love showing you guys like everything about me, there are some things in my life that I like to keep for myself, and one of them is singing. I obviously do carpool karaoke's and I think they're very fun. And I'll play them a lot by, doing like the fancy editing and like all that stuff. But I trained as a vocalist for almost 9 years and I know I can sing, and I am not going to post myself on the internet just to get one person in their bedroom who's upset because they are jealous of me, giving me hate comments on something that I really enjoy and something that's like one of my biggest passions in life. So I don't need the hate on something that's like my thing, if that makes sense, because I know I can sing, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'll say about song covers. You'll probably never get one from me. The closest you will get is a carpool karaoke or like the karaoke video that I did because spoilers, I was trained professionally to sing. I grew up wanting to be a singer. I know I can sing. So I don't need to put it on the internet for people to just say that I can't sing when I know I can. So yeah. Honestly, if you tell me I'm a bad dancer, I will believe you, kind of. Not really though, because I know I'm a good dancer as well. If you call me a bad dancer though, it wouldn't hurt my ego. If I get called a bad singer, that would hurt my ego. Just a little bit. And I have a big ego. So. Can you rap? Of course I can rap. I love learning raps. I love to rap. I think it is so much fun. Obviously, you guys know I talk very fast, so rapping comes very easily to me. So yeah, I love rap. I'm a rapper, of course. Is singing in Korean hard? it was a lot harder when I didn't know the language, but now that I can speak the language at a proficient level, no. I mean, the only thing about singing in Korean that's hard is I'm still obviously like I'm still learning the language. So when I read and sing, if I don't know the song very well, I screw up the words a lot. Especially like rap. Like rapping in Korean is a little harder for me because if I don't know the song very well, it's hard to read the lyrics and rap at the same time. It's hard to do it in English as well if I don't know the words to the rap. Because I guess I get tongue-tied a little bit. But for me personally, is singing in Korean hard? No, because I can speak the language, if that makes sense. Do you still take singing lessons or do you plan to take in the future? No, I stopped my singing career probably in high school at some point. I started when I was really, really young. But my sister and I both really loved music. We both really loved studio music, and I hate to say it, but there was always competition between me and my sister of like who's the better singer, who's the more musical person. I am a very musical person. We are a very musical family. Like I said, my brother and my dad like sports, but we were definitely more musical, artsy than we were sports. My brother played baseball and we did martial arts as kids. And my brother played football, but we really didn't do sports. We did music. All of us were in band. We all played instruments. My brother played percussion. My sister can play any instrument and I can play any instrument. But I think growing up in that environment where, obviously if you guys don't know, my sister and I are basically the same age. She's only 1 year older than me. She's a 99 liner, I'm a 2000 liner. We were constantly compared, constantly put into like competition of like who's a better singer, who has a better range. Like my sister has perfect pitch, I have partial pitch, so I was always kind of like put down, if that makes sense. But as we got older, the competition just kind of got more fierce, I guess, and my sister wanted to pursue music as a career, and so did I, honestly, but a lot of people would tell me my sister was a better singer than me, so I gave it up. I gave it up really easily because she wanted to do it. She got into a band. She was in a band for a really, really long time. They made albums. They put albums on Spotify. They did gigs. They would go to out of state to perform. They would obviously get paid to perform, and she was in a rock band for, you know, a really, 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 really long time, and that was her thing. And I think hearing all those comments growing up and then obviously like seeing my sister succeed in music, I gave it up really quick. I always wanted to perform on stage. I always wanted to be a singer. I always wanted to do it. It was my dream when I was little. But I think dreams can change, obviously, and like as you get older, like you kind of become more realistic with your dreams, I suppose. So I did give up my dreams, but I probably will never take singing lessons again. I have kind of, I've given up on that dream a little bit. Obviously I still sing from time to time, like, and I still like to sing, like in the car or in the shower. That's where I perform, or like at karaoke and stuff. But I have given up on that dream because, yeah, my sister really wanted to pursue it, so I gave it up. It did hurt a little bit, I think, at first, like, you know, seeing my sister succeed and seeing my sister like perform at gigs and like, you know, seeing everyone praise her so much about her voice and everything. But I gave it up. People can dislike your voice, but it doesn't mean you're bad and can't sing. Oh, I know that for sure. But there are a lot of people on the internet who do not say nice things. You know what I mean? Like, people don't have to like my voice, you know what I mean? But, yeah. A lot of people say stupid shit on the internet that'll just hurt me. So I don't care if people don't like my voice. Like, I understand what you're saying, but like, you know what I mean when I say like I just can't take hate comments. I don't need the hate. That's where I perform. Literally, I perform in the shower for myself. This morning I was literally singing Ariana Grande in the shower, so I am a performer in the shower. But yeah, that's something I've never really talked about, I guess, my dreams when I was little. I never even brought it up to my family because it just kind of was like inevitable, I guess, for me to stop music. I don't know. I gave it up so quickly that it was very inevitable. I played in band my entire high school career. So I was in, there was two bands. There was symphonic band and wind ensemble. Wind ensemble was for upperclassmen. Symphonic band was for the lowerclassmen. And I got into wind ensemble as a freshman because I was a bass clarinet player, and they really needed one, and I was pretty damn good at my bass clarinet skills. So I played in wind ensemble for all 4 years, and then I played in jazz band. I played percussion because I could play the drums. I played clarinet. I played the flute. I played the saxophone. I did everything in jazz band, but during sophomore year, they wanted me as the tenor sax player. So sophomore year, I did tenor sax, and then I switched to bari sax, and I love the bari sax. It is such a sexy instrument. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all. The bari sax is one of the sexiest instruments I've ever heard in my entire life. If a song has a bari sax solo in it, I will just start crying. I love the saxophone in general, but the bari sax is so sexy. I also love the bass clarinet, but I mean, I'm a bass clarinet player. I played the bass clarinet in middle school. So I was a clarinet player in elementary school. In our school system, in 3rd grade, you pick an instrument, and then in 4th grade, you start playing that instrument. And then by 6th grade, you decide if you want to quit or stay in band. So obviously I continued band, but I picked the clarinet in 3rd grade, and then I started playing the clarinet. And then when I went to middle school in 6th grade, my teacher was like, would you want to try the bass clarinet? We need a bass clarinet player. And I was like, sure. So I tried the bass clarinet, and I loved it way more than the clarinet. The clarinet has just too many high things that like don't make sense. I love bass. I love sustenance. I love the bass. Like I love bass. So learning the bass clarinet was awesome. And then also in 6th grade, I learned the trombone because they needed a trombone player at one point. So I just learned the trombone for fun. But bass clarinet was my main instrument all throughout middle school and high school. And then junior year of high school, I decided to drop Spanish class because I didn't need Spanish class. I literally am Cuban. I didn't care about Spanish class. I got all A's like my entire like Spanish career, so I didn't care about Spanish class. And I decided to take 3 band classes. So then I was in wind ensemble, jazz ensemble, and symphonic band. And in symphonic band, they had a student that needed more help with learning, and my professor or my teacher had a lot of struggles trying to help the student and also help everyone because everyone was kind of struggling. So I asked the teacher if I could teach the student. We did percussion together, and me and him, we were in the same grade, but me and him played percussion together, and that was when I fell in love with teaching. That's when I wanted to become a teacher because I taught like my classmate, you know, how to play, and I helped him with his counting, and you know, I would teach some of the students in symphonic band, you know, notes and like counting and rhythms, and that's when I fell in love with teaching. I really wanted to be a music teacher at first, like for elementary students, but I also gave up on the music part when I went to college. But yeah, I also played the tuba and the bass clarinet and the flutes. I never tried the trumpet, but I played the tuba for symphonic band for a while as well. So yeah, that is my music career. I love music. I never talk about it because obviously I gave up on a lot of my music dreams very quickly. But I love music. I love to play instruments. We have a piano at home. We have all of our instruments at home. Like I have my guitar at home. I love to play instruments, but yeah, I gave it up. I gave it up very quickly, so yeah, when I did symphonic band, jazz ensemble, wind ensemble for 2 years, and then when I graduated college, I never played again. I have not played the bass clarinet or the saxophone or the tuba or percussion or anything like that in years. Obviously, since I graduated, it's been almost 5 years. But we have my guitar and like the piano at home, but I really haven't touched them. Yeah. It's crazy to think about, like, that was my love, that was my joy, and now it's not, but time changed. So somebody asked about a new career. So yeah, so when I was a junior in high school, or 3rd year in high school, like I said, I wanted to be a teacher because I loved that work. I loved doing it. So when I graduated high school, I got into a program that was a special 5-year program. I never talked about this either. Nobody knows this either. I got into a special 5-year program that you would get your bachelor's and your master's in 5 years and then get your teaching credential to work as a teacher. And it was like a specific program that I applied to and I got into. So for the first year of college, I studied to become a teacher. I wanted to be an elementary school teacher. I wanted to teach children. Actually, I really wanted to do kindergarten, to be honest, but I was okay with like elementary school, if that makes sense. And like I said, I got into the specific program that was a 5-year program. I got into it and I was so excited. It was like a special thing, like not a lot of kids got into it. And then obviously I gave up my teaching dreams as well. Because when I started doing YouTube, fell in love, obviously, with social media. I fell in love with, you know, talking to people, and I fell in love with, like, obviously creating content. So by my junior year of college, I had changed to business major, and now I'm a business major, and my new dream is to, I have no idea. Obviously, I have a lot of dreams, I have a lot of goals, I have a lot of wishes, but I'll say that my dreams are definitely not the same as they were when I graduated high school, for sure. So yeah. It's even crazy because, like, even on my cap and, like, my cap from my graduation, like, you know, like, cap and gown, like, on your cap, you write, like, where you go to school. And mine literally says 2023 because I was supposed to graduate in 2023 because of the 5-year program. But nobody knows that. Here are fun facts you do not know about Ariel. I had a lot of dreams when I was younger. And now I have no dreams. Cute sweatshirt, thank you. But yeah, my dreams now are a lot different than they were before. And honestly, if you had asked, like, freshman year Ariel, like, my first year of high school, like, what I was gonna do when I was older, what I was gonna be when I was older, crazy how different it is. I would not have told you I would be in South Korea. That's for sure. I've always wanted to go abroad, but I don't think I was ever gonna go to Asia, to be honest. I always thought I would go to Europe to study abroad. Or Australia. I love Australia. I love Australia. Or I would have gone to South America and, like, learned Spanish more, but nope, I am in Korea, and I learned Korean, so. Yep, there's the Ariel stories you did not need to hear at, is it 11 a.m.? Oh my goodness, noon! Wow, I've been here for a brick, wow. At noon. Those are the Ariel stories you didn't need to know at noon, but yeah. There you go, there's more, there's a little sneak peek into my life. Ariel has a lot of dreams. I had a lot of dreams, but I think I still have an overarching dream that was #1 dream through anything, and it's still #1. I have a #1 dream that I haven't really ever talked about there. Are you fluent in Spanish? Yo puedo hablar en español, pero yo no puedo hablar bien. Yo puedo entender todo, pero yo no puedo hablar bien. Lo siento. No. En serio, yo puedo entender mucho, pero yo no puedo hablar, porque cuando yo estoy estudiando coreano, no me acuerdo nada en español. Y mis padres no me enseñaron a mí y mis hermanos, por eso yo no puedo hablar bien, pero yo puedo entender todo. Woo! That's the most I've spoken in Spanish in, like, 6 years. Also, I know my accent is shit. Don't even give me shit for it. I know. Saludos. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Yo soy Ariel. Birthday or Queendom? Queendom. I don't listen to Birthday that much, to be honest. I like the Birthday album versus the Birthday title. I like Birthday, but I prefer Queendom. In terms of title tracks, I prefer Queendom, I think. Yeah. But basically, what I said in Spanish was that I can understand Spanish pretty fluently. I just can't speak very well because when I was younger, my parents never spoke it around us. Both my parents speak Spanish fluently. Both of their first languages was Spanish. They're both Cuban. But my parents never spoke to us and with us at home. We only spoke Spanish around extended family, like my grandma or my grandpa. And my grandma on my dad's side does not speak English very well. Neither did my grandpa, but my grandparents on my mom's side both spoke English really, really well. So they always spoke to us in English. So our first languages were all English, like me and my siblings, and my parents never made an effort to teach us Spanish. We had a tutor at one point for Spanish, but that was when we were really little, and I don't remember anything about it, to be honest. My brother does, I don't remember. And we had, like, the lady that cleaned our house when we were little was from a Spanish-speaking country, and she would speak to us in Spanish. So I can understand Spanish, I just cannot speak very well, because I don't know how to conjugate anything. Fuck boot verbs. Okay, that's what I have to say. Go to Spanish so good. Oh, thank you so much. I am Cuban. I'm a Latina. I just can't speak well, I'm so sorry. I am a whitewashed Latina. Do your siblings speak Spanish well? I would say we're all at a very similar level. My brother currently, his job is like the head of a school system kind of thing for like a non-profit organization, and almost every single student in the school is a Spanish speaking student, and a lot of the staff and a lot of the parents only speak Spanish because a lot of them are immigrant families, because it's like a non-profit organization for like people who are not as wealthy. So my brother's Spanish has improved a lot because he has to use it a lot at work. I worked at my mom worked at a Spanish immersion school for many years, and I interned there, and then I also worked there over the summer. So my Spanish got a lot better when I was in that environment working with people who don't speak English, obviously. And my sister's always been good at Spanish. So I would say we're pretty even in the sense that we can all understand Spanish very well, and way better than obviously like my cousins and stuff. We're the only people on my mom's side who are full. Everyone else is half Cuban. We're the only pure breeds, I guess you can call us. So I definitely say we speak the most out of like my siblings on my mom's side. My dad's side, everybody's Cuban, to be honest. Actually, I don't even know half of my family on my dad's side, to be honest. But I would say my siblings and I are at a similar level of Spanish. I would say maybe right now my brother can speak better than me just because he has to. I'll speak more than I do. I don't have to speak Spanish to anyone. The only person I speak Spanish to is occasionally my grandmother when I'm walking the streets of Seoul and I want to tell her something that I don't even want to say out loud. So like, there was this one time I was in the subway station and I called my grandma, or she called me, and they were protesting. The people were protesting, and so I was explaining to her in Spanish what was happening because I didn't want to say it in English. Because, you know, there's a lot of people who speak Spanish here, but it's less common than English. So I explained it to her in Spanish. And I have one of my really closest friends here in Korea is from Spain. So in school, when we were learning Korean together, we would speak crap about people in Spanish. Because nobody could understand us. Like, if we had to talk crap about like what was going on, or if we were annoyed at the teacher or something, we would just speak to each other in Spanish. Because a lot of people understood English, obviously. So I don't speak it often though. There's not a lot of Spanish people speaking people around me, and like I said, my parents and I only speak English to each other. I'll say like some words. Like my mom sometimes asks me like in Spanish like ¿Cómo estás? And I'll be like, estoy bien. You know, like stupid shit, but like we don't really speak very much Spanish, to be honest. I improved Spanish. Honestly, yeah. I think learning languages, if you're in the environment with like native speakers or in the environment where everyone speaks that language, you literally have to speak it to survive. So that's why like my Spanish got better in that environment and my Korean got better in this environment, because in Korea, in language school, you need to speak Korean to survive. Like, if you don't speak Korean, you cannot get anything across. You cannot say what you need to say. You cannot survive. You can't survive. So I think obviously my Korean got better being in this environment as well. So yeah, I think it just depends on the environment. Like, I always tell anybody who asks me, like, I really want to go live in Spain for like a year just to learn Spanish again, just to be in the environment being forced to speak Spanish, because I know it's all in my brain. I just can't think of it when I need to think of it, because I can understand what people say to me. I just can't speak back very well. So yeah, I really want to live in Spain at one point. I think it'd be really cool to live there for like a year. So it's another goal of mine to live in Spain for a year. But we'll see. I definitely want to speak better Spanish one day. And I would love like for my children to be able to speak Spanish. I think that'd be so sick. But again, who knows? It's not looking good because I can't speak Spanish, and I don't want them to learn Spanish if I can't understand Spanish. My accent holds me back. Oh, me too. The thing is, when you force me to speak Spanish like right now, and I'm not speaking to somebody who speaks Spanish, my accent is shit. But like if I'm in the situation where I need to speak Spanish, my accent's fine. It's like kind of this, it's not very, I would say it's different with Korean now, but at first when I spoke Korean, it was the same way. Like if I had to speak to a Korean person in Korean, I can speak Korean fine. But then if you made me speak Korean right now, I would have sounded like shit before. But it's just like comfortable, I think. Now, obviously, I can speak Korean so comfortable that like I can obviously speak Korean fine now when I'm speaking by myself. But back in the day when I was first learning and I had to speak by myself, I would sound literally horrible because it wasn't as like natural, I guess. Now Korean's obviously more natural for me. And also making my Spanish accent bad has become very natural because it pisses people off. Like especially my grandma, if I sound like hola, yo soy Ariel, you know what I mean? Like if I say stuff like that, like it really annoys my grandma. So I do it to annoy people, especially my mom too. My mom hates it. She's like, oh, why do you sound like that? And I'm like, because you didn't teach me Spanish, woman. That's why I sound like this. So yeah, I do it more to piss people off, to be honest. Let's go to Spain, bestie. I really want to go to Spain. We have a house in Spain. My family owns property in Spain. I want to go live there. I've already told everyone in my family I'm going to live there at one point, and they all have said, just do whatever the hell you want, basically. So I want to live there so bad for even just like the 90-day visa that I could get, because we do have the house, so I'd have free housing, basically. We have a lot of family in Spain. We have a lot of history in Spain, my family, so I really, really want to live in Spain. Even like I said, just for 90 days, even if it's just like a 30-day vacation for a month, I would love to live in Spain, because I think it'd be so cool. So I am going to do it at one point, I promise. Actually, my mom wants me to go to Spain this summer and like meet her there and like go on vacation, so I might be going to Spain this summer, because again, we have a house in Spain. So it's my grandma's house, but my grandma doesn't care what I do. So I'm one of the favorite grandchildren, so I'm just kidding. I'm not the favorite, that's for sure. Actually, sometimes I'm the favorite because I'm the only one who's like not home. Like everyone else is so close to home. So like I think I'm the favorite by default because she misses me. Everyone else lives so close to her. I'm the only one out of the country at the moment. Is anyone else out of, no, nobody's out of the country. I'm the only one out of the country. So I'm default favorite. My grandma doesn't have that many grandchildren though, so I'm default favorite. I'm just kidding. I'm not the favorite. You have a terrible accent on purpose? Yeah, I do it to annoy everyone. I can speak Spanish fine. I just like to speak it badly to annoy my mom. You know? I can't speak Korean bad anymore. That's the worst part. I lost being able to speak Korean bad. I can't speak Korean bad anymore. Sucks. I have to speak Korean well because I get annoyed. I get scared. I'm like, they have to understand me. Hey, did the live just start? I've been live for 102 minutes, but I also have no need to get off live right now, so we can stay on live for a little bit longer. But yeah. Actually, I really want to do a live stream in Korean, or like on my TikTok, that's my Korean, learning Korean TikTok, I really, really want to do a live stream where I only speak Korean. I just think it'd be very fun. It'd be a good challenge because I haven't spoken that much Korean in a really, really long time. Obviously, I speak Korean daily, but I haven't spoken that much for that long in a very long time, so I really want to try. So maybe I will do a live stream in Korean one day. What's your TikTok? It's called Ariel is Learning. I know what you're gonna be saying. I know my username is very, 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 very stupid, but I like it. The way I pronounce my ear, it's probably the way I was taught. It's also when you live in Korea and you listen to different people, you know how like you know how in America, in English, some people pronounce things differently because of where they live, and a lot of the times when you're younger, the way you pronounce things is the way you pick up on it from listening to it. I pronounce my Korean from listening to other people speak Korean. So if you think I say like the rir or like whatever word or whatever wrong, it's because that's the way I've heard it from the native speakers, if that makes sense. I promise you, I'm just listening and following along. So maybe it's not how it's spoken in a video or in a textbook. You always make it sound more like an R. I always hear it as more of an L. So the rir, the way that I always tell people to help them pronounce it is that if it is in the syllable block, it sounds more of an R, but if it starts the syllable block, it's more of an L. So like think about ramen, ramyeon. Ramyeon is always more of an L, whereas like arum, my name arum, has more of an R because it is in the syllable block. The rir depends on where it is in the syllable block. So yeah, it depends on the word. Like ramyeon, everyone says ramyeon because it has the more L sound at the beginning, whereas like in the block, it has the more R sound because it does. And that's also how I was taught to pronounce it. So like solar, solar, solar. 잘, 잘, 잘. 잘 is more the mixture. The mixture. The mixture. 설능. 설능. Yeah, the real's hard because it's like obviously not a letter we have in English, but in my head, how I imagine it is if it's at the beginning, it's more L. If it's in the word, it's more R. And if it's like one of those like conjugation rules where like the N turns to the L or blah 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 blah, but it's romanized as 잘, yeah, because there's no L or R, there's no reader in the English, so sometimes it's romanized as R, sometimes it's romanized as L. It's whatever they wanted to romanize it as. Can you speak Korean? 안녕하세요. 저는 미국에서 온 아름입니다. 저는 22살입니다. 그리고 제가 지금 한국에서 대학교 다니고 있어요. 제가 경영학과에서 공부하고 있어요. 그리고 제 취미는 유튜브입니다. 제 직업은 유튜버입니다. 저는 틱톡 스타입니다. 제가 사실 너무 편하게 말할 수 있지만 제가 갑자기 말하면 좀 어색한 느낌이 있어서 죄송합니다. 제가 사실은 자신감이 많이 있어요. 한국어로 말하면 자신감이 있어요. 제가 너무 열심히 공부해서 좀 자신감이 있어요. 그리고 제가 지금 대학교에서 공부하고 있어서 좀 자신감 있어요. 네. 저는 1년 반에 한국어를 공부했어요. 네. Good. I love your accent. Hey, thanks. You're really good. Hey, thanks. Jealous. It's all studying. It's all studying. It's all hard work and dedication. Hard work and dedication and hours and thousands of dollars that I spent in language school. Hard work, time, dedication, money, sweat, tears. That's what it took. Have you listened to Kyo's cover of Tomboy? No, but I imagine it's good. I can imagine it's good. I love Kyo's voice though. Yeah. It's very weird. Somebody's like, speak Korean, and I'm like, what do I say? It's like when somebody asks me to speak Spanish, I'm like, what do you want me to say? Like, is there anything specific I need to say? Or like when they're like, introduce yourself, I'm like, literally, so many people know how to introduce themselves. Come on. Everyone knows. 안녕하세요. 저는 아리엘입니다. 반갑습니다. Clap, 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 clap. 감사합니다. 만나서 반가워요. Clap, 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 clap. The audience cheers. Yep. Oh, I like the harmony. Okay, I will watch it when I have time. I have a lot of free time. I say when I have time. I have so much free time right now. I have too much free time, actually. It's kind of killing me how much free time I have. Like yesterday I went insane and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna exercise for an hour. So I exercised for an hour and I was just doing like squats. I was like dancing. I was like doing like running in place. I was walking around. I was doing like all of the exercises. I was doing crunches. I was doing push-ups. I was doing planks. I was like, what is going on with me? It's because I have nothing to do. That's what's going on with me. How long do you think you'll stay in Seoul for? So as of right now, my visa is until 2024. I will be graduating college in 2024. I am currently a junior or third year in college. 3학년. So, yeah. My visa's up in 2024. Will I get a job here? We don't know. I hope I can get a job here and stay here longer. But if all else fails, I will be going home in 2024. But I also said that back in 2021 that I'd be going home, so it's obviously 2023 now, so who knows? I think I would like to stay in Korea for the foreseeable future and, you know, live my young adult life here, I suppose. I would say it's gonna really depend on jobs. I think jobs and family will be the most important thing of me staying in Korea or not. I've always told myself, if, you know, unfortunately, if one of my family members would get sick, I would go home immediately. Like, I would drop anything if, like, somebody were to get sick. Or if something were to happen to any of my family members, I would drop everything. But the goal would be to graduate and obviously work in Korea for, you know, time. But again, plans change, things change, people change, interests change, relationships change. So I feel like all of those things would factor into me staying or me leaving. Obviously, my family being very up at the top as well. But if I had to tell you right now, my plan is to go to university, graduate university, and get a job here. But again, I cannot 100% say for sure I will be here because plans do change. And like I said, I have told myself that there are conditions in which I would leave Korea. And obviously one of them being family. So. Also, if like I can't get a job here, I'll just go home and live on my mom's couch for a while. Or maybe I'll go to Spain for a while. I don't know. I'm okay living on the couch for a while. I'd obviously go home and try to find a job in America. But I think if I were to go home, I wouldn't move to my home state. I would move out of state because I do not want to live in my home state. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I refuse. I refuse. I need to get out of there. So I would love to live in like a bigger city, but not in my home state. If I'm forced back to America, I'm not living at home. Because I don't want to. Maybe for like a while, but, or again, like if the conditions were different and like somebody was ill, I would stay home, but no, I don't want to. I have no interest whatsoever in living in my home state. I feel like even if I were to like settle down in America, I don't want to live in my home state. I'm so tired of that gosh darn state. I don't want it anymore. I don't want to go back ever. I'm not going back. Guys, Back to You by NCT 107 is still on repeat tab. I listen to it every day. Actually, Baby Don't Like It's #1 right now, and I'm like, this is embarrassing. Like, I really listen to Baby Don't Like It that much. It's really bad. The fact that Baby Don't Like It has surpassed Are You Riding on my on repeat tab is pretty embarrassing because I listen to Baby Don't Like It every day. Because I love the baby, is it me? Are you doing something to me? And then like, you know that part? Yeah, I love Mark Lee. Anyways, Mark's been looking too good, so I've been listening to like Designer and Baby Don't Like It and just like sobbing my eyes out. So. Anyways, just girly things. Nobody else? No. It's just me talking to my camera about my love of Mark Lee at 12 p.m. on a holiday in January. How many girl groups do I stan? To be honest, I feel like stanning, in terms of stanning, really just Red Velvet. Like, honestly, I feel like my terms of standing for girl groups are just way less. I definitely love a lot of girl groups. I know a lot of girl groups. I listen to a lot of girl groups. But in terms of standing, like going to the point of like standing, I would really only say Red Velvet at this very moment because I really don't actively search up girl group content. I don't watch girl group content. I listen to the music. But like in terms of watching content, I don't watch girl group content like ever. Like obviously there are things I do watch and that I do like stream and stuff, but I feel like for me, just in general, standing groups these days is like just a very loose term for me because I've obviously just kind of changed like how I stand and who I stand and everything like that. I don't mind just liking a group, and I don't mind just being a fan of a group and like not necessarily like standing and knowing everything about them. Like I said, I think the word stan has a lot of meaning to a lot of different people. And I think in the terms that most people would consider standing, I don't really stan any girl group other than Red Velvet at this very moment. But obviously I like so many girl groups and I listen to so many girl groups, but again, in terms of the standing that maybe a lot of you would consider standing, I don't stan any girl groups in that case. So if that makes sense to anyone, like obviously I stan more boy groups because I am constantly watching their content, constantly waiting for new content to be released, obviously constantly like tweeting about them, thinking about them, like watching their content, listening to their content, blah, 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 blah. But in terms of standing girl groups, I don't stan girl groups in the same way I stan boy groups. So for a lot of people who would consider standing to be like watching content and keeping up with them and like blah, 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 I do not stan any girl group other than Red Velvet. But I like so many girl groups. So yeah, I also just think, again, like I said, I have just much looser terms of like liking groups because I don't really care anymore. Like I can like a group if I like a group. I don't have to stand in the same way that I used to stand, or I don't have to stand in the same way you used to stand. I really don't care, you know. I'm like 20 years old. I'm 20. I'm gonna be 23. I could care less about the word standing. But yeah, I feel like my terms of like standing are different these days. Like obviously I have ultimates, and I stand my ultimates, and I stand other groups other than my ultimates, but girl groups in particular, I just do not watch girl group content. So I feel like I can't call myself like a stan. Like I can be a fan of a group, but I don't have to stand them, you know what I mean? I'm a fan of the music. I stream the music. Their music is so good. The girlies kill it. I know all of their names. I know all of their ages. I could tell you half their birthdays. But I just don't watch content, so I don't know. For me, it's just like, you know what I mean? I think it's just different for everyone. So for me, I just have looser terms of everything. Because, I don't know. I have looser terms. I also just don't care as much. I feel like as I get older, I lose interest in like actually giving a crap about all of those things, so, yeah. Your hair is so long, I cut my hair out. I have, y'all, so much gosh darn hair. But I will be honest, today in the shower, like a chunk came out and I got very scared. But right now, it is this is like past my hips. My hip is here. Yeah. I've got a lot of hair. But I'm going to be frying my hair off soon, so that's exciting. I'm so excited to fry my hair off. I'm so excited to get my hair done. And I really want to dye it fully blonde, but I have a feeling I'm gonna get to the hairdresser and she's gonna be like, you're not allowed to dye your hair blonde because it'll all fall off, and I'll be like, that's so sad. But we'll see what the hairdresser says, but I'm going to be more blonde because honestly, this monstrosity is killing me. Like literally killing me. I feel like a coconut head. Like with my hair like this, I feel like an actual coconut head with like random strings coming out of their head. Like this is the perfect coconut head haircut. I feel like a coconut. So that's why I've been wearing hats. And I haven't really been wearing my hair down. Or like I have my hair in a bun so you can't see the bun part, so it looks like I have a black hair. Or like if I wear my hair in like pigtails or like braids or something. I don't know. I haven't been wearing my hair down very often because I feel like a coconut head. I feel like a coconut. Especially like right here where it's so long, like right here. It goes all the way down to my shoulders. The brown is at my shoulders. That's my wit's end. But also my hair's been growing out for a year, so I understand, but I don't like it. I feel like a coconut. I don't want to feel like a coconut anymore. The brown looks so healthy though, I know. That's the sad part. My brown is so healthy. And then like you see this like string bean and you're like, oh my god, Ariel, get some nutrients in it. And then you see this and you're like, dang, that is luscious. Like look at how shiny. And then you see this and you're like, wow, that looks like straw. So yeah, I know. I hear you, besties. My hair hears you, but I just don't feel myself if I don't have blonde hair. Like, I have thought about it, I have considered it, I have looked up different pictures, I have looked up different things in order to keep this hair and then like dye this either brown or, you know, like get me back to more of a brown. I have considered it so much, and part of me honestly wants to do it. Part of me wants to do it. Like, honestly, if I could do highlights and keep like the brown and then drag the brown down to the bottom of my hair, I might do it. Honestly, I might come out of this with brown hair, to be honest, if she says there's no salvaging my hair. Because honestly, I like seeing the health of my hair as well, but also I just don't feel myself when I don't have blonde hair, I feel like blonde is like my signature. It's like me. I've been blonde for so long. Like I started dyeing my hair at 13, so like I'm gonna be 23. That's 10 years of damaging my scalp. Uh that's embarrassing. But like I just don't feel myself with brown hair. Like I don't feel like me. But maybe I should have brown hair. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Nobody knows. Would you try another hair salon in Korea when it grows out again? I guess it would depend how desperate I am. I don't know. Like I said, I am still kind of going back and forth with dyeing my hair brown and just sucking it up and losing the blonde. I don't know if I'm ready for that because I don't think I want to turn 23 and also have brown hair. Like that would really be me like in a mental crisis if I don't have blonde hair at 23. If I turn 23 with like short brown hair, I'm call help. Call for help. But I really do want to like have hair. You know what I mean? Like, I really want to have hair. I want to have healthy hair. I love having long hair. I do not want to give up my long hair. And if bleaching my scalp means I have to give up my long hair, I do not know. I don't know which one I want more. Long hair or blonde hair. And I think I'm gonna have to pick one in order to keep the health of my hair. So I'm like, do I want long brown hair or do I want short blonde hair? Obviously, like, short for me is not short for a lot of you. Like, I think if I were to cut it, I'd have to cut, like, maybe, like, this much off. And, like, that's, like, still long. You know what I mean? Like, that's still... But the thing is, my hair is this length of my wingspan, and I love my hair. It's, like, it's my security blanket, so... I don't know. I love being blonde. I love being blonde so much, but I think it might be time to say goodbye. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Blonde highlights with brown hair would be cute on you, right? I think I would kill it. Also, like, with, like, the money pieces, I just need money pieces. Like, I need to look blonde right here, and then I don't care. The rest of me can be brown. But as long as when I put my hair like this, I'm blonde here, I'd be like, wow. Because right now, I just feel like a coconut head. But if you can imagine this blonde and then the rest of it is brown, I just wouldn't think about it. Because I'm like, oh, I'm blonde. But then it's not blonde, you know what I mean? No? I'm sick and tired of being a coconut head. I've been live for 2 hours now. Guys, what have I talked about for 2 hours? I literally told myself, oh, this was going to be a short live too. I was like, okay, I'm going to do a short live, going to eat lunch, and then I'm going to film my video. This has not been a short live. It's okay, it's a holiday. I can have rest, it's a holiday. Guys, there's nothing open in Korea right now. It's a holiday. We were supposed to go to, my friend and I were supposed to go to Kwangya today, but it's closed, so. It's a holiday. But, wow, what have I been talking about for 2 hours? A coconut. I feel like a coconut head. But anyways, I'm gonna get off now so I can eat lunch because I am kind of getting a little bit hungered. I love you guys. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend, and obviously you guys have a happy Lunar New Year. I will have content for you guys up shortly. Obviously, I do not know. I'll probably go live once more this week because I will be bored. But I'm not exactly sure when I will be going live, what I will be doing. But as you guys know, I will be traveling, so some of the next couple videos you guys will be seeing will be in my house in America, and travel vlogs and packing vlogs and stuff like that. One of the videos you guys will be seeing soon is something you've been requesting for a while, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. I love you guys, obviously, always. I hope you guys are having a lovely day, or morning, or afternoon, or night, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye, everyone! Happy New Year! 새해 복 많이 받으세요, 여러분들.